Pizza. Hello Internet, this is Olin from What I'm Listening To, here once again with another episode of Quickies. This episode's actually going to be a little different because there's a theme to it. All the selections I will be showing off come from the Psych Prog section at Amoeba Music San Francisco. This consists of lots of krautrock, lots of space rock, and lots of psychedelic progressive rock music. So let's dive in. The first CD I have for you today, I have a Jean-Michel Jarre album. This is his iconic album, Oxygene. I've known about this guy for a while and have actually never taken the time to give him a listen. He's one of those guys that have just tons and tons and tons of material, but this one seems to be considered his best. So figured if I'm going into the Psych Prog section, might as well check this one out. I know he plays with ambient, some new age even. I think this might even be in the new age section as well as some krautrock. And yeah, it should be a great listen. I need more soothing music to put on in the background when I'm writing or just wanting to zone out. So this should do it. Next up, I have an Ra Tempel album. This is their album Join In. Ra Tempel is this great project fronted by, what is his name? Pardon the mispronunciation, Manuel Gotching. And I already have one of their albums, and funnily enough, I discovered it when I was working at a coffee shop. It just kind of came on the radio, and I was immediately captivated by it. But I grabbed this one because it was the cheapest one, mostly, but also just because I wanted to hear more by this band. I really like the album that I have, and it's escaping me the title, but it's the one with the lighthouse on the cover. Check it out if you know what I'm talking about, or if you don't, I'll put the cover right here. But yeah, I don't know what to expect from this one. Hopefully it's more of the same, more ambient, mellow stuff. I like some abrasive stuff, but it's nice to just sort of relax and put something spacey on. So we'll see about this one. Next up, I have a CD by the band Gong. This album is called You, and Gong is one of those bands that I don't really know anything about, and I've never really listened to them. I just know they get lumped in with all the krautrock bands, all the space rock bands, and just kind of going through a phase with all that music. I figured I should actually give this a listen. There's a gnarly, dirt or food or something on the CD. That's nice. But this artwork is super, super cool. Nothing says psychedelic than some kind of Mayan temple in space. Yeah, this should be fun. I know these guys are considered one of the best around, so I think this will be a total trip. The last CD I have for you today, this is one of the many albums by the band Magma. This is their live album. I've known about Magma actually for a bit now. My friend and former coworker actually turned me on to them. He just described them as these wild, I believe they're German, psychedelic progressive rock band. And we ended up listening to them one evening when we were closing up the shop, and it was just mind-blowing. They're really beyond words. But yeah, I decided to loan this one out because, first off, there really wasn't a lot of Magma we had available. And second, I remember hearing some of the cuts from this live album and being completely blown away by it. So, yeah, look at that. So, two 16-minute tracks and then a 20-minute track to wrap it up. So, yeah, super, super looking forward to re-experiencing these songs again. I honestly don't really remember what a lot of them sound like. I just remember them being completely off the chain. So this one will be a lot of fun to re-listen to. All right, that concludes this episode of Quickies. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I'll see you all next week.